I have work tonight still.
I mean, it is a special.
What? No, I'm not a masochist.
I always have work tonight.
I actually believe that you might be a masochist.
I
No.
believe.
Why are
Yo, hey, look,
did we just randomly go live?
Eric. I see a black eye. Do you have a black eye right now, Eric?
No.
Okay.
From
All right.
Anybody? Anything?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to UPOL. As
Oh,
typical, we're about like 40 minutes fucking late because monkey.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not his fault.
Sure, blame me.
Hey, I was here on time.
And what does that have to do with the price of tea in Iran?
Yeah.
I didn't
like
say
what-
anything about it. How
Why
did
are
we
my
go
gas
into talking
prices
about
so
the
high?
price of tea in Iran?
I think we all know why your gas prices are so high.
You say
Oh.
so high, but they're not really that much higher.
Oh,
from,
no,
I mean,
no,
they're
they're
higher
like-
than what they were like a couple months ago, but they're not that
They're
much higher. than what
$4.
we
It's
saw,
over
like-
$4 here in West Virginia now.
It's literally double what I was.
Like,
Yeah.
did anyone? Okay, well, here's what I'm trying
We're
to
back
figure
to
out.
what
Did
it was
everyone just,
before they
like,
went down.
Did everyone just completely forget when Biden was in office when we were paying like
That's what I'm saying.
$5 a gallon?
Oh no, we weren't
Yes,
paying
I
$5
did,
a gallon.
because they
The most I
fixed it.
paid for
Now
gas was
it's
$3.89.
You kidding me right now?
The
There was
most
like
I
a
paid
whole
for gas
2-3
was like
months.
$3.89.
No, there was like a whole 2-3 month stint that we were stuck paying between like $5 to $6 a gallon. I remember
Yes.
this because I was paying it.
Where
in
was
Ohio.
this? In Ohio?
Yes, it was back in like 2021, 2022.
Are
when
you
he took over.
serious?
And in the
Yeah.
South, we were up to about $4 a gallon.
Yeah, like okay, I'm saying maybe like I could picture before it being like $4. I know West Virginia was even in Florida. I wasn't in West Virginia then.
I mean, I'm
So-
just gonna
West
say,
Virginia.
look, I'm just gonna say what everyone else doesn't want to say because they're too pussy to say it. Everyone sucks. We're never gonna get a good president. Fucking deal with it. Sorry.
Yeah, we're not. Because guess what? You saw it. Wait, did you see the lineup the Democrats are pushing for this year or this election?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't
Oh
want
yeah, it looks
I don't want
great.
to talk. I don't want to talk
Kamala's the
about
number one
it.
pick. Yeah.
That shit has me scared. That lineup
Bro.
has me scared. Fucking Gavin Newsom is president. Fucking Jasmine
Oh,
They
yeah,
really
yeah.
just don't want to win.
Secretary of State.
They
Especially
really just don't
now,
wanna win an
especially
election.
especially since Israel got to him.
Well, I mean, not even just that. Look, he has not done a single good thing for California.
No, nobody's done a good thing for California since Arnold, I think.
I was gonna say the fucking immigrant is the one that did the best.
Yeah, like, dude, but that's the thing, like, bro, that right there is another good example of a good Republican. Like,
I mean,
like
but he
Arnold,
banned
if Arnold would
Oreo.
could run for president, I'd vote for him.
Oh, I'd vote for Arnold Schwarzenegger. in a
And it's
heartbeat.
not because it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think that's fucking stupid to vote for a celebrity like that. But no, like, he actually had good policies for California.
Very good policies.
And he wasn't a joke. Like, it was like, okay, this isn't some fucking like male version of a blue-haired liberal. Like,
Right. Or it wasn't their fucking or it wasn't them going through fucking Reaganomics or some bullshit. Like, it was actually somebody that knew what the hell they were doing and wanted to actually genuinely help. And now we got fucking Gavin Newsom where he's like, I'm gonna end the homeless problem, and then I'm gonna take all that tax money and go on a vacation.
You know, my timeline doesn't even have anything of him talking about his policies because anytime Gavin Newsom shows up lately, it's him talking about how he looks like Patrick Bateman. And I'm just like, sir, that is not a compliment.
Gavin Newsom says he looks like Patrick Bateman.
So somebody mentioned it, and then he's been like leaning into it and like reposting it and everything and like being like very proud about it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What have you done for California?
No. You know who Patrick Bateman is, right?
I know exactly who Patrick Bateman is, and fucking
Okay.
Gavin Newsom is not Patrick Bateman.
Yeah, no,
All right,
like,
he's
like,
maybe
bro,
Patrick
no.
Bateman's retarded cousin.
Yeah,
Right.
like hey, look, I bet he doesn't even wear like I bet he doesn't even use non-alcoholic free face moisturizer.
No, I'm sure not. It's just the aspect of he doesn't seem to understand that the comparison is not a good one.
Yeah, he doesn't even live on the 9th floor of the American Gardens building. Like, what the fuck? Just so you know, Das Uden, those are all American Psycho references from the opening monologue.
Fucking Wi-Fi. Sorry.
Yes.
You must live in West Virginia.
No, I live in Ohio.
Even worse.
Yes.
It's
Well, like I was saying, Gavin Newsom is Patrick Bateman's retarded ass cousin.
Yeah, no, not even. Like they couldn't even be blood related. Like Gavin Newsom is like comparing Candace Owens to fucking Patrick Bateman. Like,
I mean, even more so though. It's like, okay, cool. You got compared.
hey, don't we have subjects for this podcast, Monkey?
Oh yeah, shit.
I like hearing y'all banter. It's been very fun.
I mean, dude, like.
Well, wait. Now that Chris is here, Eric, hit the music.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hold on. I gotta hit the music of his people. Hold on. There we go.
All right, good. I'm glad that you. I'm glad this is how we're gonna segue.
I got my yarmulke.
Oh, that's a great headline while we're playing this. Kuwait oil tanker hit in Dubai.
Missile in Dubai. Kuwait says Iran targeted the tanker while it was anchored. Media in Dubai reporting firefighters are working to put out the flames on board. The Kuwait Petroleum Corporation is warning the strike could have caused an oil spill in surrounding waters. No casualties have been reported at this point. We'll keep you up to date on that story.
So this has been the war, by the way, for the last couple of days.
Oh damn!
This is Isfahan.
Yeah, it's a bunch of. Oh wait, that's the Iranian oil field, right?
Yeah, it's near
the one that's raining down black rain on toxic black rain on everybody. I love that.
We also hit their weapons depot.
I love that too.
With a bunker buster, because we're bombing Iran.
Oh,
bunker buster.
With a bunker buster?
Yep, with the bunker buster. Yes, there we go.
But wait a minute. Oh, that has to be the munitions depot.
We're an unserious podcast.
Oh. That's funny. Somebody joined on TikTok. It was just like Jewish music. Israel in the corner. Why it's Israel in the corner?
But let's get.
But no,
let's get real here, though.
Yeah, let's get real. We haven't even put real boots on the ground.
Where's the videos of all the attacks on the American bases?
Headlines for March 3rd.
Yeah, where are the videos of the attacks on the American bases?
Gas now averaging $4 a gallon across the U.S. on day 32 of the war with Iran. President Trump this morning telling countries affected by oil and fuel shortages, quote, learn how to fight for yourself and go get your own oil.
Yep.
Specifically slamming U.S. allies France and the U.K. President Trump says a deal with Iran could happen quickly. Iran, though, says there are no direct talks with the U.S., saying President Trump reverses
allies
too much
took
from
our
the
alliance for granted. That's why Japan is our best friend.
Without reopening the Strait of Hormuz. Of Iran's power plants, oil wells, and Kharg Island if the strait is not reopened by Monday, April 6th. Day 46 of the government shutdown. The White House urging Congress
to give it another like 40 to 80 years after we finish bombing Iran, and they'll become our friends too.
Look at that. He said 40 to 80 years. It's gonna go I think.
Did you guys hear about that? I heard something that Trump was saying that if Congress doesn't reopen government for TSA, then he's
we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a second. That's in the docket. Don't worry.
Yeah, we have TSA coming up.
But
we're talking about bombing Iran.
You're gonna lick them in their hoo-ha.
In the spirit of bombing Iran, how you all feeling about the war effort so far?
Well, I do have to admit, Iran did put up a good game with their propaganda and their memes. It was very on. Actually, it was better than what Trump did meme wise. I have to admit.
Yeah, they might have us on the AI war.
Well, they have us on the meme war, but the AI war, that's what part of this war is with Iran. So think about it. Where does China get their oil from?
Iran.
Why does China need so much oil still when they are the leading capital of solar power and everything like that?
Because they need AI.
Exactly. Why do you think Trump moved the meeting with China further back?
So that he can
Also, that he could be more desperate when it
so
comes
we can
time to
bomb
negotiate.
Iran, have some more chips to hold when it comes to negotiations in the AI war. We're in an AI Cold War with China.
I'm killing this quiz, by the way. Just saying.
Hey, Monkey.
What?
I ended up on the weird part of the internet, and I found a really weird Florida law. Did you know that in Florida?
There's a lot of weird laws that are still in effect. You can still stake public land, technically.
Well, did you know that in Florida? Wait, hold on. This is a funny one. Did you know that in Florida, if an elephant is left tied to a parking meter, the parking fee has to be paid just as if there was a vehicle there?
Yes. I've actually heard of that one.
Did you know that in Florida you're still legally able to marry a 12-year-old?
Moving on.
I haven't heard of that one.
No. Yes, you have.
Moving on.
Preacher on the west coast of Florida who got his 12-year-old wife pregnant.
Oh my fucking!
I haven't heard of that.
Look it up.
But okay.
Wait, you have to have a fucking license to skateboard?
What?
Okay.
You need to have a fucking license to skateboard in Florida?
Can you stop looking up stupid laws in Florida and get on topic over here? We're talking
No.
All right, fine. I'll look up stupid laws in fucking Alabama. Did you know that you can't change your alligator to a
Why are we looking? Oh my God.
Ask Shmuley Goldstein down there. He probably has a good idea of the law. I see his yarmulke. Shmuley.
What's a stupid law in Israel?
We're gonna get to that in a second.
No, absolutely no laws are stupid.
And y'all stop jumping the docket. Fuck. Hi.
Okay.
Iran.
So let's So I'm gonna assume that real nice and sparkly one was that weapons depot, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. There's a lot of
Yes, it
magnesium.
Yeah, it looked like a nice little firework. I think the war effort's not going the way as planned, the way they'd like it to go. At least I don't mean like strike wise. I mean,
no, he wanted it to be done already.
Yeah, but I also mean on the hearts and minds front. I thought he would have the support of the American people on this, or the support.
Oh, of course not. So many people don't like him just for the fact that he's him. So of course he's not going to have the support.
Yeah, but like I for some reason I feel like he thought he was going to have that, which was,
I don't think he did. I don't think he really cared about the support aspect.
Number one, Goy, why is the first thing that pops up when I look up weird laws in Israel, one should not bring their bear to the beach?
Eric,
okay, stop that.
If you
there must have been a horrific bear accident on a beach.
One more goddamn time.
What was the horrific bear accident promised them 3,000 years ago or something? I don't know.
No, it was a Muslim bear.
Fuck.
Anyway, back to how you're feeling about it. But yeah, I don't think I don't believe that was part of his plan to win the hearts and minds of the American people. I think it's more of a power play because of the fact that if it does go well, it can end up pulling the midterms in Republican favor.
Well, I can tell you right now, it's going to go extremely bad if he decides to put boots in the ground and on Karg.
That'll never happen. Well, so first off, the only boots on the ground that would go would be like the Marines, like the couple thousand of Marines.
That would be, hey, look, and you know what that would be? That would literally be a suicide mission. It'd be shooting fish in a barrel.
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't have that much faith in the American military and their air defense right now.
It's the Marines, though.
Exactly. So you're going to put a group of people who who aren't typically known for operating, surface-to-air weapons. That would be the Navy. And the thing is, well, I don't think putting the Navy in the middle of the Strait of Hormuz is going to work out very well in our favor. I think that, like, if I was in control of the military, I'd be begging for that. I would be begging for them to put Marines on Karg. I'd be begging for those boats to come into the Strait. But here's the thing. I wouldn't be begging for the after effect of it when they do actually do that. And Iran does take out a good number of soldiers and a good number of heavy equipment. What is one thing you don't do? What is one thing you don't do?
What are they going to do to Karg? What will Iran do to Karg? If the Marines take Karg, what will Iran do to Karg?
If they take Karg, they're going to rain down missiles on it. The thing is,
and then that destroys their own. You realize Karg is the mainly where they get their oil from.
Yeah, and they're going to be willing to destroy if it falls into American hands because they're not going to be able to take it back.
Yeah, imagine what that does for the rest of the world.
Yeah, I know, but Iran is literally the type like they're already doing it. They're already attacking. They're already attacking.
It's turning people against them more and more than it is helping.
Oh yeah, of course. But like, if I'm going down, I'm not going to bring down the ship lightly. I'm gonna fucking sink it if I'm gonna go down. I'm just saying.
That'll turn their own allies against them at that point.
Yeah, most likely. But if their allies, if there's no point, their government is trashed, like they're dissolved, like Trump is saying. Like there is no Iranian military, no Iranian government. What do they have to lose? What do they have to lose?
Yeah, I mean they've already been firing on their allies.
Yeah, it's just like, think about it like this. It's just like Israel and their was it Samson? I don't know what they're called. The Samson option. I don't give a fuck. Or Russia with their dead hand. Like, bro, they could literally cripple the world's economy. And if they're gonna lose the war, what better fucking way to fucking deter American fucking aggression than to set them back like that? The war would be pointless.
Here's the problem with that is, yeah, it'll mess up a lot of the world economy, but they'll end up getting their allies turning against them, probably get themselves wiped off the face of the map in doing so, and then their oil fields, what's left of it, is just free for everybody else.
Yeah, well, when you got nothing to lose.
I mean, what do you mean? That's losing everything.
Yeah, if you've already
instead
lost
of at least surviving. What do you mean? They still have. There are still people that are alive that can still survive and everything, and there are still the Iranian people that are there that are waiting for their government to be taken down.
Yeah, well, I thought we already took down their government.
I mean,
yeah, I mean that's what
you got to remember. Right? So, how much do you know about the Iranian constitution and doctrines?
What does that have to do with that?
Yeah, because it explains how their military and regime works.
Okay.
So you're just admitting you really don't know much about Iran and their government, how they work, to be speaking about it.
Look, I think you're one of those people that believe that Iran is an enemy to the United States and we did nothing wrong to them. So that conversation doesn't even need to touch the table.
Wait, say that
again? Right. So you just make an assumption. This is why it's impossible to have
very
any.
Easy. But it's very easy. It's very easy to make that assumption, Slender.
Wait, say that again?
It's very easy because we had the conversation before.
It's very easy to make any assumption.
Well, we've had the conversation before, and you almost said, well, that's not true, blah, blah. No, bro. We know what we did over there. We know that this war, what this is about. We know that we are unjustified. We know that Iran is not a threat to us.
That's not true. You see, this is what I'm talking about. You believe in the anti-Israel propaganda so much that there's nothing else that's true.
Let's back it up. Okay, let's back it up.
You're going to rewrite history again, Brandon.
No, I'm not going to rewrite history, Slendy. Yes. I'm not going to rewrite. I'm going to quote your own MAGA people, your own DNI.
I'm not your own DNI.
Yes, you are. You are fucking a Trump fucking cunt.
You see, this is. You see,
You
have
are.
made so many assumptions. You believe
are.
things that aren't
You
true.
are.
You make
are.
things about people that aren't
it's
even
not,
there.
But it's true.
This is
but it's
why
true.
there is no way to have a proper argument with you because you can't
No, you're
come
about
to
to have a
reality.
proper argument, but you're going to try.
No,
and
we're
stop
not.
it.
Because
No,
you
you
can't
are.
have any type of you can't live in reality to begin with.
No, we can live in reality. Like, we've already talked about
Except
this.
I'm not
like,
MAGA.
Okay, so what did your own DNI say? What
My
did your
own
own
what?
DNI say about what'd your own DNI say? Come
My own what?
on. Oh, DNI.
He's talking about Joe Kent.
No, we're not talking about Joe Kent either. We're talking about Tulsi Gabbard,
Oh,
the one who backtracked, just the other day about this.
oh yeah, you said DNI. Never mind.
Yeah. What'd she say?
Counterterrorism.
What'd she say?
I haven't even seen the
Iran poses no
statement from-
threat to the United States or its allies.
Okay. And why do we
That's
have
your
world
own, that's your own director
organizations?
of national intelligence.
Okay. Why do we have world organizations that have been saying for years otherwise?
Who?
Why,
Who said
why
that?
does
Israel?
Iran's own constitution and doctrine state otherwise? No, I'm not talking about Israel. I'm talking about Hrana.
No, I said what allies of ours are saying that Iran is a threat.
I never said allies. I said non-biased world organizations.
Yeah, and who are they funded by? Probably Israel, right?
Where did Tulsi say that?
Look it up.
I am. Where did she say that?
It's pretty simple,
See,
bro.
this is what I'm talking about.
No,
He believed the AI picture of Jeffrey Epstein and Palm Beach
bro.
Beach. So
wait, because I'm trying to be good faith here. What I'm seeing, because this is what I googled. Tulsi Gabbard, Iran poses no threat, right? Like that should cover the quote.
it should.
There's a lot of things that say she was pressed on that question, and there's a lot of things that say she deferred. She didn't want to answer.
Crazy. Almost like
Iran,
Brendan's giving us false information
Gabbard
again.
declines to say if Iran poses a threat. She just doesn't want to answer that.
Crazy.
I'm kind of confused right now, sir. Are we seriously saying that a country that has, chanted for the last umpteenth amount of years, death to America?
You don't even need to worry about their chants. Literally just learn Arabic or even just use Google Translate. Take their doctrines and constitution, put it through a translator, or learn Arabic and read it. And it will. They literally state their whole purpose is to expand Islam worldwide.
I know that. To be fair to the argument, guys, the big hang up to a lot of the good faith argument, there's going to be people that are just not good faith. On the word imminent. Iran poses a threat by default because of what you're saying. But the hang up is the word imminent. Were they going to be a threat tomorrow? And according to intelligence, they were.
Yes.
What I've understood.
Especially because they're about to develop a nuclear bomb.
Look, the only reason Iran has not been as much of an imminent threat prior was the fact that we have been deterring them for so long.
For so long, I feel like it's only just been recently because during the Obama
hell,
time,
just go talk to some of the Iranian refugees. There's a reason why they're called refugees.
Yep.
So, I'm sorry, Brandon, that you're the one and only fact check killed your internet.
Right? Typical.
Brandon's
Didn't kill my
frozen.
internet. No, every time I switch off my the page here to go look something up for you, that's what happens. I have it now if you need it.
Yeah. If you could.
Yeah.
because I am trying to be like I don't really care either way,
Yeah.
but I did decide to fact check that. Do. Where'd you send it?
Why to do that? Hold up. Yeah, all you had to do is
Where at, bro? Come on. You're holding this up.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way,
it's in your DMs. It's literally
okay.
Yeah, it's been there.
Where? Oh, there. Oh, you sat there and AI'd it. I'm not AIing.
All I did was type it into Google, dude. Just typed it directly into Google in the search bar.
Did he just use the AI overview?
Hold on.
I took a picture of it, yeah, but then you can look up the articles right underneath.
My word.
Sorry,
He
bro. Not
literally was
everybody's
just reading from the articles.
well, he didn't read that part.
Okay, wait.
Bro, they haven't been a threat, dude. Think about it like this.
No,
How many years ago? How many decades has it been?
Wait. The
It's
thing that I checked was if Tulsi Gabbard flat out said if Iran was an imminent threat or not. Nowhere in here did she say that.
That proves they're not a threat. They're not a nuclear threat.
Oh, god damn you.
The whole reason why we invaded them is because they were going to have nuclear weapons.
You fucker.
The whole reason why we
invaded
them.
Yeah, you see, this is why I block him and everything in the text chats, because this is what he does.
No, it's because you want to believe the idea that this country has ever been a threat.
No, Brandon, you don't think critically. Even when I try to tell you of any type of nuance or anything, you just completely disregard it. If it doesn't fit your ideal, you completely disregard it.
Well, yeah, because I'm not gonna accept an idea that's
because
wrong.
you cannot think critically. You only believe in propaganda.
Critically.
That's like saying
goes with
no, there's no
worldview.
propaganda, dude.
Yes,
like this is all history. Like it's history. You can't call history propaganda.
Except you're also wrong about history a lot of the time too.
Obviously, I'm not.
Actually, you can call
Yes, you
history
are.
propaganda. It depends on how you present it.
And exactly, history is written by the winners. So yes, it is propaganda.
Listen, Slender, let's go down the list here. So we have the Venezuela thing not being about anything to do with Maduro, just oil. We already got apologies for that.
Show us the apologies. Come on. Don't start making claims without.
We now have the
first off, don't start making claims
without
have the
Charlie Kirk thing being proven true as of today.
No, because you don't read past headlines.
We're getting to that.
You don't know how a 3006 works, do you? You've never fired a gun.
No, I do, because I have guns in my home.
Apparently you don't. Apparently you don't know how a 3006.
If somebody got shot with 30-06 at that range, that thing would blow through them.
Stop in the docket! Shit!
Everybody knows that, dude.
Holy fuck!
What else do we have? That was it the personal equipment and small business loan thing that was proven true.
What?
Yeah.
The slush fund we argued about, and then you kept saying it's not part of the same thing, but then I literally pulled up the bill and I showed what it included. It was the personal.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you don't remember your own arguments anymore?
You're not even telling what we're talking about. What are you talking about?
We're talking about all the times you said, "Oh, Brandon's moving the goalposts, this and that." But when Slender, you're doing the same exact thing.
You can't even show us an actual proof of this. You're just making claims.
Go to the group chat. Run it through the group chat.
We've done this previously.
Search the group chat.
Brandon, we've done this how many times in the past? How many times in the past have we done this and you've just been completely proven wrong? Do we really have to do this another time?
I'm sure you can try. But you're just going to rage quit again.
I didn't rage quit.
You did the last time. We got it on video.
No, I had to go to work.
We got it on video. Slendy, it's okay. Let's not bother. But at
No,
the end
it
of
was
the day,
after 11:20, which is way past the time before I need to be leaving for work. I've said this many times, and you
It's
just
okay.
kept on because you don't listen. Again, you don't
it's
listen or think critically. You
many
only
excuses.
go by.
A lot
You
of
only have your
excuses, Slender.
worldview. Anything beyond
Excuse.
your worldview does not exist. It's
Well,
just
because your worldview is wrong.
completely.
Your worldview is wrong. It's just that simple.
I have an open mind to a worldview beyond
you
what you
don't.
can even think past.
No, like you are far too up MAGA's ass too much to think critically.
Except I criticize MAGA many more times than you.
I don't think you ever
He
do.
actually has quite a few times.
This is what I'm talking about. Brendan
I
has
don't
no
think you
idea
ever
what
do.
he's
You-
even
you
talking about.
softly
90% of the
criticize
time.
them.
99% of the time,
criticize
you
them.
are just a retard. You are just a
Yeah,
Reddit conspiracy
I'm just a
retard at this
retard.
point.
Bro,
Yes, I am
Sir
done
Not
with
So
you.
Slender, calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
I pulled out the popcorn at the exact right time.
You
You
did.
did.
Good job.
And this is what This is what I was talking about before, though, and this is why I'm not doing this
One
again.
fact
I've done this how many times, Monkey? How many times have I done this in the group
Then
chat?
don't do it again. Then don't do it again. Just admit you're wrong.
One fact check.
One fact check proved him wrong, and he's
No,
going
it
on an
didn't.
entire
I came
tirade.
back with the fact check. I came back with
Yeah, but that way, you just.
But
you
no,
tried to
Monkey, let me
pull
ask you a
fast
question. Monkey,
one.
let me ask you a
tried
question.
to pull a fast
Monkey, let me
one.
ask you a question. What was the
Okay, well,
reason
I'm just
why
gonna
we went
be
to a war with
vocally
Iran?
blocking him out now too, because
Okay,
he's
that's
just
cool.
at this
That's
point
cool, Slender.
beyond
Yeah,
saving.
good. Hey, it's a grown-up conversation. We don't need you in it. So, Monkey, what was the reason why we went to war with Iran? Was it because they're going to have a nuclear bomb within a week? Wasn't that the reason, right? Monkey? No. I'm asking you. Wasn't that the reason? Because I could have sworn that's what we were told.
We had a couple of
Multiple reasons, right? Yeah, okay.
That was among them.
Yeah, it was among them. But like, how long? How many years? How many years have you been hearing Iran's going to have a nuclear bomb within a week? A few decades now. A few decades. Like I'm saying, almost 50 years. You've been hearing that. So after that, if it's been 50 years, they're always going to have a bomb within a week, bro. And then they never have one. And then you had Stuxnet.
Brandon, when I said among those reasons, that wasn't the sole one. So when you're talking about, that's why I was studying.
No. I understand that.
When
I
you're
understand
talking about decades of hearing this, that's not the only reason you went in there. Did
Oh
you
yeah,
hear,
yeah. But like,
did you hear
but
about
that
the
is the one.
assassination plots?
Yeah, but nobody believes in the Trump assassination plots. Like, not even our own intelligence agency actually buys it.
Are you sure? Because they're the ones that fucking introduced that.
Oh, the FBI did. That doesn't count. That's Kash Patel.
Jesus fucking
I love how he says that when Joe Kent was the very first person who brought up Iran as an enemy.
You guys are just as bad as fucking Republicans. I want you to know that. You are actually just as bad as Republicans. I have heard fucking years of, well, it was James Comey and we can't trust him. Now it's Kash Patel. We can't trust him.
Yeah, but
what the fuck? Why do we have an FBI? What the fuck is the point?
That's a good question. What have they done recently helpful? But I'm all for the FBI, but my thing is this: under Kash Patel, like, I'm sorry, like, I'm not going to trust a man who writes a children's book trying to push the election hoax fucking thing in it.
And then when we get another director, you're gonna find a reason not to trust him. And then
No, I didn't have a problem with. I didn't have a problem.
Another reason to not trust him.
I didn't have a problem with Comey.
Yeah, because you know what the issue stems from, Monkey, is people like him just inherently want to see this country fall.
Yeah. It needs to.
He's
You see?
anti-governmental systems, bro. He wants anarchy.
I don't want anarchy. I would prefer small government. And when I say small government, I mean, you want
a communist fucking country. Shut the fuck up,
bro. Why would I ever believe? No, why would I ever believe in communism when I know full well communism doesn't work?
Dude, you know what? You're gonna fucking work your way right into it with all this other bullshit that you talk about. So trust me, you might as well get fucking.
Hey, bro, we're already on the way there. We're already on the way there. We already discussed this. Remember the AI shit we were talking about?
You are batshit.
No,
So
everything's got to end up being, bro. If everything's going to end up being automated, most jobs will be taken by AI.
Right.
What option is left?
We give presidency to AI. Can AI be president?
It probably could. Slender, I honestly believe if you worked hard enough right now with your, whether you use your Chris bot in the corner here, or like you developed another little, what is it, an assistant, it could actually run this country better than it's being ran right now. You want to put money, Monkey? You want to put money on that? Like, I bet Slender could make an AI bot right now that could run this country better than it's being run.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
If you don't trust, like, you don't trust I'm guessing, like, the CIA either, right?
Bro, I believe just like any organization like that, and with anything that tries to lie to you, the easiest way to do it is to feed you a half truth and then set you in the wrong direction afterwards. That's actually a tactic that's used.
You know what you've set up to be, and before we get too far into this rabbit hole, TLDR, like in NB4, no, I'm not, because I know that's coming. But just so that I can paint the box for you, that way, you know, later on in life you can understand. You just set yourself up to not believe anything besides what you believe. So
monkey.
You've set yourself up to not be like. There's a fallacy, and I can't put my finger on it.
He
right
set
now.
himself up to have a purely closed mind and not open mind.
No, it's so that he can't be presented a piece of evidence that he can accept that would disprove anything in his worldview or in his argument. He set these defenses up. Well, I can't believe the FBI because I don't trust Kash Patel. I can't believe the CIA because I don't trust
Kash Patel. Like, look, they just hit all the, they just held all the Epstein files and scrubbed them to get Donald Trump's name out.
Able to provide you evidence of an imminent threat.
Provide one. No, provide evidence of an imminent threat.
I could provide you 1,000 and you wouldn't believe him.
Okay. No. Provide me evidence of an imminent threat.
You wouldn't believe him. Why?
No. I'm saying.
Why?
Why wouldn't
you wouldn't believe him?
Because but I don't think you can present evidence of like an imminent threat.
Dude,
he doesn't get it, Monkey.
You're not. Yeah.
Like, but the thing is, you can't provide evidence of it because there has never been evidence of Iran being an imminent threat to the United States.
Okay. Still okay.
What? I'm dead serious.
I am too.
I'm literally dead serious. You cannot provide evidence of one time.
High right now, or did you actually just say that?
No. Provide evidence of one time Iran has carried out a terror attack on American soil.
You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. If I provided it, you wouldn't believe it.
No, I'm saying provide me hard evidence of it.
I know you wouldn't. Like,
well, hold on a second. Hold on. I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now. There's a fucking stupid ass fucking dishwasher at my job. Who's probably one of the smartest people I know. But I'm saying he's a dishwasher at my job. Like, he can literally sit there and point out things that, well, normally I wouldn't accept, but then I look into it.
You wouldn't accept anything that guy says.
Hold on.
That can take that guy's job in an instant.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me all of your conspiracy theories and all of your arguments are coming off of a fucking dishwasher?
Absolutely not. No.
Did he say he would have faith in an AI to run this country?
I would literally have faith.
Believes a dishwasher?
No, what I'm saying is like what
you realize the hypocrisy and
no, I'm not. What I'm saying
irony of your own argument here right now, right?
No, it's not because it's getting to a point, but you just keep running your cocksucker. So what it comes down to is like, bro, there are instances where Iran has made what could be considered like a threatening advance, but really in the end, it's an intel operation that they're not really doing anything on. That's about as bad as it gets with them.
Where did you get
So are you
Like,
gonna say then that everything that was going on in Iran was okay?
Like what? What was going on in Iran that wasn't okay?
Multiple citizens and civilians being killed just because they were out protesting.
The tens of thousands.
Yeah, but to me that sounds like Iran's business, not ours.
I don't give a fuck.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What?
Yeah,
Wait, what was the
that's
point?
Iran's
What's the
business,
point
not
of the
ours.
world?
No, no, no,
Hold on.
no,
What's the
hold on
point
a
of the world
second.
organizations and the alliances and stuff?
Wait, hold on,
the
hold
US
on.
Yeah, what's the point of what alliances?
Here's my problem with that
Wait,
idea.
what alliances are you talking
Okay.
about? Because never once has
Everybody, stop running your fucking cocksuckers and actually let me speak for a goddamn second, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, no.
My problem with Iran doing that bullshit over there is that then they got their little fucking retarded ass Somalian motherfuckers then coming over to the U.S., pushing that ideology onto Americans, making it seem like as if it's completely fucking and making it like Sharia law is this amazing fucking thing that they should actually look into and consider in America. That's my problem. That's my fucking problem. My problem is that I don't want to be seeing people who are gay, lesbian.
Okay, but
their ideology is
you also
stoned to
understand.
death or thrown off of a fucking roof. That's my problem.
You also understand that what you just said, Al-Shabaab coming here. You realize like Al-Shabaab is a Sunni terrorist group that's the Somalis.
No, I said Sharia law.
Oh yeah, well either way. I mean, that's going to be a thing when you invite Muslims anywhere, just like how Judaism has, strict Jewish law as well that resembles Sharia law.
Yes.
Just like,
I've stated this before.
Just like Westboro Baptist Church is literally just the evangelical Taliban with Sharia law.
I literally find it funny that legitimately the only religion that I have yet to find anything negative about is paganism. That is literally the only fucking religion I have yet to find anything negative about. You can't, because what they do, what we did what? Because we stole gold out of your fucking church? Don't leave the gold in the fucking church.
Yeah, like, dude, come on. Like, and then look, like, what's the worst? What high holiday we got coming up with? What? Worshiping a bunny? Let them worship their bunny.
We want to worship their gods. Let us worship multiple gods.
Let them worship their fertility rabbit. Like that can't be as bad as worshiping Baal and eating children, right?
I can tell you one thing: there wasn't a single pagan on Epstein Island, not one. Name one.
Yeah, even Elon wasn't allowed there, and I'm sure he has some pagan beliefs.
So guys,
nah, Elon, there's something wrong with that man.
Yeah, so it's called autism.
The problem with paganism though is it's not centralized. So there's very diverse beliefs of paganism,
such as.
Wait, you know what? Ride or no?
The Jew music right now
because it's good.
Hold on, let me and Slender have this conversation before I hop off. So continue.
It's a bot.
So, as you've already said, paganism is polytheistic. Yes. So there's multiple different gods. So
yes.
Oh my
god.
And Monkey, stop with the fucking sound effects.
I didn't mean to.
Today's versions of paganism are in things like Wicca and heathenry.
He brings up a good point. No, he brings up a point, but Wicca is like they can't centralize Wicca because every covenant. Yeah, he's bringing up a very good point.
I was also going to say there's also a lot of Wicca that's more so centralized with Satanism than they are paganism.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. The entirety of paganism is a decentralized structure. That means there's no real guardrails.
It's like anarchy religion.
Well, yeah, that's what I fucking love about it. Honestly.
Yeah, see what I mean? So wait. Like Eric, why not think that way about government?
No, I think the government needs to
it doesn't work.
Like I think we all could. I think everybody in this chat right now. I think the majority.
What just happened to my computer?
They got you.
Monkey wants to kill all of us right now,
bro. Israel got the Slendy.
Mossad.
No. Peter Thiel got Slendy.
We're getting back now. We're coming back now.
Oh shit!
Everything just I think something.
Wait, what the hell? Wait, where did Slender go?
Hold on.
They got him. They got him,
Oh,
bro.
shit, they actually got him.
Everybody log off
No.
right now. Log off right now.
Something
Everyone,
happened.
log off.
Something happened to my GPU.
Mossad was like he's cracking the code, so they shut him down.
Oh,
So, while we're waiting on this, talking about another weird law, did you guys know that in Alabama you're not allowed to have an ice cream cone in your back
What?
pocket?
No. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up.
Slender, what? Or not Slender, Eric? What's going on with you, dude?
I think it might be time for me to go to bed.
No, you're going nowhere, my guy.
Well, if I stay here, then I'm gonna piss off Monkey and read off more dumb laws.
You should keep going.
Hey, so Trump's
Like, even though, like in Alaska, even though it is legal to hunt a bear, it's illegal to wake a bear and take a picture.
But you can do that in Alaska, but you can't bring a bear to the beach on Israel.
So
It's a Muslim bear.
was Trump's message to Europe dick or valid?
2 bears, 1 yarmulke.
I fucking hate you so much.
Two
dude.
bears, one
Yo.
yarmulke.
That actually, yeah, like, oh, wait, Chris kind of looks like a bear, and he has a yarmulke.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I'm moving.
We just need one more.
Oh, dude,
Wait,
so
like an
Slender,
animal bear or
Chris, quick, go to a gay bar and
man?
find a bear.
yeah, like I think like an animal bear, but also like an older gay male, you know?
Yeah, a hairy, fat gay man is illegal to bring to a beach
Yeah, I got
in
it.
Israel.
All right, I actually have to hop off.
Nice. See you later. Have
No,
a good
that's a
one.
fucking lies. Why is she hurting you again?
No, it's not. No.
Yeah, she
And
said
before,
yes.
But before I hop off, did you know that in Arizona?
Have a good
No,
night.
I will tell my weird law. Did you know in Arizona it is illegal for your donkey to sleep in your bathtub? All right, thank you. Good day.
Hey, we should get a donkey.
And make it sleep in the bathtub.
If I get a donkey, that's not what we're gonna be doing in that bathtub.
Slender, you back yet?
Whoa.
God damn it, help me.
Oh,
I've
Fuck!
been here still. It's just I'm trying to get my stuff back up.
All right. So the Europe thing. Dick or not?
And that's, yep. Hey, Chris, are you gonna fix that? Is that the Colombian version of a smoke detector?
that's me driving without a seatbelt.
Dude, your ceiling bird was going off, bro. Change the batteries in that thing, dude.
I hate y'all so much, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
I'm moving topics. Fuck this.
What's
fuck
this
the
next
last
topic?
question. Fuck the last question, bro. I'm not doing it. We spent 48 on one topic. Hey,
We didn't even get to the topic.
No, we did.
Let's talk about buttered sausages, how they're made. What's up with them?
No. How about no?
How about no, Scott?
Yeah, for real. How about no?
What is the next subject, though? Do I have to go find that PDF form?
Tomorrow, the Supreme Court set to hear a case on birthright citizenship. President Trump is trying to change it with an executive order. He doesn't want it to apply to babies born in the U.S. to undocumented immigrants. The 14th Amendment states, quote, persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. The Trump administration argues the jurisdiction part empowers his executive order. Critics argue changing birthright citizenship would be logistically challenging. They say U.S. citizens might end up having to document their children's immigration status.
Uh,
I don't like. How do we touch? Oh,
I'm your host, Christina Evans. Again, we do want to continue to cover some of these top stories that we're going to be watching. Putting this up on your screen there from Reuters, as tomorrow is going to be a very big day for the Supreme Court. They're going to be weighing whether or not President Trump's executive order seeking to end birthright citizenship is going to withstand constitutional and legal muster. Of course, this is a case that tests a key aspect of the president's second-term immigration agenda. This case, known as Trump versus Barbara, questions if President Trump's order that was issued back on his first day back in the White House is in violation of the 14th Amendment's citizenship clause and federal immigration law. So to talk a lot more about what we may hear from the court tomorrow, I'd like to bring in immigration attorney Shushan Modi. Shushan, thanks so much for being with us here on Live Now from Fox.
Hi, thanks for having me back on, Christina. Good to see you.
Of course, there's so
Oh my
much
God.
conversation like this. Very big day for the Supreme Court tomorrow. But there might be folks at home who have been talking or maybe even listening into those conversations about birthright citizenship who aren't exactly clear on what that is and is tied to the 14th Amendment. Can you break that down for us first?
Sure. So the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, it was ratified in 1868. So to give us an idea of this, what it says is all persons born in the United States, subject to the jurisdiction thereof, are U.S. citizens. And so the key element here is, what does it mean to be subject to the jurisdiction thereof? And that's the key point that the Supreme Court is going to look at. Now, historically speaking, just to take a step back, everyone born in the United States has been deemed to be a U.S. citizen, except for very, very limited or narrow exceptions. Think of like diplomats, for example, born here aren't U.S. citizens, or Native American Indians. But other than that, historically speaking, for over a century, over 125 years, it's generally been
Someone's
the
got
rule
some
that
house
if you're born
crickets.
in the United States, you're a U.S. citizen, despite your parents' immigration status.
All right, we certainly appreciate you breaking that down because that is the center of this entire discussion.
Wait. Who? Are you kidding me? Change your bet. Where's Chris go? I know he's here still.
And Shushan, when it comes to tomorrow, the Supreme Court, they're going to be hearing these oral
Your parents' immigration status.
All right, we certainly appreciate you breaking that down because that is the center of this entire discussion. And Shushan, when it comes to tomorrow, the Supreme Court, they're going to be hearing these oral arguments. What's at the center of this when the court is being asked to decide? What's the specific legal question there?
Yeah, that's an excellent question. It's going to be that specific statement of how the Supreme Court interprets subject to this jurisdiction thereof. I mean, even if we just look at a common example of it, it doesn't talk about the plain language of the U.S. Constitution. It doesn't talk about anything related to the parents. So it doesn't say, subject to the parents being permanently living here. So if we look at like the plain language reading of it, which a lot of conservative justices do, it doesn't speak about the parents' domicile. And then, of course, there's the famous ARC case that you had posted earlier. And that's the seminal case. That's the crucial case that's interpreted that provision of the 14th Amendment.
I'm glad you brought that up because that was a landmark case that happened back in the 1800s.
I'm done.
You know what's even funnier about it too? The obvious green screen behind that guy.
What'd you do?
I'm done. I'm done.
What? Playing the stealing bird?
The guy that they were interviewing had house crickets, and he had an obvious ass green screen behind him.
Wait, house crickets?
Yes.
Are you talking about the smoke detector?
Yes.
That's called a ceiling bird, bro. Like, the ceiling bird is what African Americans pray to.
Oh, I've heard it called that too, yes.
Yeah, they gotta pray to it to get it to stop singing. What are you on you?
Guys.
I thought, wait, that was Monkey playing it the whole time.
Oh my word. Are you serious?
Or it's just, oh, no, that's what it was. See, I knew it. The Jew disappears, and then the down ceiling bird stops singing. It disappears, and then he comes back, and it's not singing anymore.
No, just the way he was sitting in like clearly an empty room with a green screen.
Yeah, that was funny as hell.
He was in the perfect fucking acoustics for this to sound fucking legit.
Oh my word!
You hear that, Chris? You heard that noise? That's the music of your. It's the music of your people.
Monkey also just did it perfectly. That it seemed like it was coming from the video. So
no, like I thought it was Monkey doing it at first, but then you said it was the video. I'm like, wait a minute.
Well, I thought it was Monkey at first, but then the way it like stopped when they cut to the interview at one point and everything, like cut back to the anchors and stuff, and then continued when he came back on screen. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
because then I'd also noticed the green screen, and I was like, Oh no.
Budget.
Hello. Hi.
It just
I had
fit
to
too
wait for
perfectly
somebody
to
else to
it
get
would have
here
just
before we can go
been,
upstairs.
you know.
So I don't mind
Wait,
waiting out
wait.
here.
Is
Is there a
is
number
he
that I
picking
can
up a
call?
body?
Yeah.
Hey, are you picking up? Are you picking up a body?
Definitely. Yeah.
Ah.
Tell me they heard us say that.
Are you picking up a fucking?
Yeah, but I mean that's just the security guard. And that's what I was trying to tell you guys. I'm at a building and I gotta pick up a body real quick, so I'm gonna leave again for a few minutes, but I'll come back once I have the body.
Yeah, where's your yarmulke?
Oh,
You're not allowed in with your. Oh, you got your yarmulke on,
He's got it on.
bro. Yes. Oh, the music of your people's playing. You are unstoppable, bro.
I mean, this is literally for Levitt Weinstein, the Jewish funeral home. So
Weinstein. Weinstein. That's my dog too. Me and him, J-Eps used to hang out all the time, bro.
Gay Eps or J Eps?
J-Eps, dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Gay Eps is Palm Beach Pete.
So yeah, let me. I'll be with you guys in a minute.
Well, Pete apparently has children, but I swear he seems like he's gay from his videos.
I think you may be right. Like something tells me he's a pee-pee toucher. He gives off that dick eater energy, you know. So on the birthright citizenship.
Oh yeah, we're gonna touch
I
the
was a bit
14th
specific.
Amendment at all?
Yeah, let's get on the 14th Amendment, which a lot of people don't understand apparently.
Well, yeah, let's. Hey,
You want to
I
explain
don't.
So
Yeah,
people are confusing how the 14th Amendment, when it's they think that people that have become citizens through the regular legal processes are affected by it.
No.
Oh, a lot
Like-
of people do, because they were questioning, oh, well, what's going to happen to Trump's children? Wasn't his wife an immigrant? Weren't his parents immigrants? And I'm like,
No.
do you
Once
people
you're
just not
naturalized,
understand what the 14th
once you're
Amendment is?
naturalized, you're a citizen.
Right, exactly.
Like, but like even if that were the case, like even if that, like, you know, it, like we weren't talking about a naturalized citizen, even if Melania was still an immigrant, if Barron was born on U.S. soil, he would still be a citizen. Now, granted, we're not talking about the past. If we're gonna, like, I don't know, I'm hoping we're not talking about ripping away birthright citizenship from individuals that, you know, have been here for what, 18, what, I don't know how many years, but their parents are illegal, but they're legal. I don't think we should rip that away from them. But do I think we should continue doing that? Absolutely not. Like, we don't need to constantly have these people coming over here popping out kids, and then just because they popped out a kid, they get to stay here. Like, no, that has been an argument for a long time, and like that has been an issue for a long time. But if a naturalized citizen gives birth to a kid here, there should be no question about if that kid is a citizen. Like, and I say that, and as much as I hate Donald Trump and I laugh at Barron, no, his kid should not be subject to anything like that. He's a citizen. Like, and I don't know why people actually believe that, you know, like.
I think.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think what he's trying to solve for is people just coming here to get married.
Yeah, no, like that's also a thing too. Like, yeah, no, like there's certain like little loopholes that kind of need to stop.
Because
But
that
if
is
you,
like,
look, if you spend the money and you go over to fucking Thailand or whatever and you pick yourself up a nice little Asian hooker, you should be able to bring her back here. But I mean, at least they're not Mexican.
I mostly agree. If somebody's been born here and been here for a while, already been a citizen for a while and everything, as long as they have assimilated as an American citizen, like they're not, because
That's it.
Well, what do you mean that's it?
No, I'm saying
If
that's
you're-
it. No, that's a good point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
because
no.
as long as they're assimilated with the culture, with the country, then that's fine. But I do believe it should be allowed to be put into question. The people that came here had children and then indoctrinated them to be anti-American.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense
because
to come
they
here.
were.
It doesn't make sense to come here if you're anti-American. That's my first thing.
What do you mean? The point is
Well,
to subvert the country from the inside.
Yeah, but my thing is like, there's no like. What I'm saying is like,
it shouldn't be allowed.
You know, there's no point to having people who come here
right
applying
okay,
for American
I agree with
citizenship.
that.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
That's
It
what I
shouldn't
meant
be
by that.
allowed for them to come here.
Yeah, like I'm saying, like it. Everybody, we see that would
But
also
let's
be
talk
kind of
on that real. Let's talk on that real fast because you remember the attack on the synagogue previously.
Which one?
The
one in Michigan.
I think that's what it was. Michigan,
or was the one in Texas with the guy, the free Iran
we're gonna actually talk about it later, but it was in I think Minnesota.
It ties into this. It ties into this topic because of the fact that guy is parent, or he came over and became a legal citizen back in 2016.
Oh no, never mind. It was Michigan,
Lebanon.
So the guy was from Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
he was from Michigan. He's lived there since 26. He's lived in America since 2016 as a legal citizen, but he came over from Lebanon.
Yeah, and that's not one of those countries. What the fuck? We usually screen for terrorist shit. Usually, I don't think.
Which
Nowadays,
I think
nowadays probably, but back in the day.
Yeah, because Hezbollah's there.
Yeah, but like you know, maybe I'm wrong, and I hate having to say that, but like, yeah, granted, I know Hezbollah has been an issue in Lebanon, but like, I feel like Lebanon was one of those countries we gave a lot of leeway to when it comes to their immigration, like immigrants here, until probably recently.
No,
really?
That's not the case because do you remember Trump's ban on
the Muslim ban? Was Lebanon a part of that?
Yeah,
I didn't.
Lebanon was a part of that.
Yeah, so Lebanon is where Hezbollah
do you remember
is based out of.
Benghazi? Do you remember Benghazi?
Yeah, it was in Libya.
Oh yeah, never mind. That wasn't Libya. That wasn't.
Yeah. I do remember. No, I remember the Marine Corps base bombing, or was that Jordan?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
That I think that was it. That was.
I think it may have been Jordan.
But I think that was in the Lebanese border.
Yeah, I know there was an attack on Lebanon and Lebanon at one point. I don't.
And
think
then
it was Hezbollah,
the embassy over there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was Hezbollah or Black September or Muslim Brotherhood. I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest. But
here's where it becomes an issue with like the 14th Amendment part, though. This guy that did the synagogue attack with his truck and everything, he did marry someone here and had 2 children with her.
Huh.
And they only divorced last year.
What the fuck?
Are you kidding me?
So, and he called her before ramming the church, saying that he was going to commit an attack.
Huh. Yeah, well,
she was the one who dialed 911 to flag his mental state and everything. But
I mean,
what did he teach his kids?
You know what? Since we're gonna jump it and it makes sense, let's give.
Bro, what the fuck was that on your little? What is Slendy? No, what is that? What is that?
It's my reel of memes. My reel of memes.
Was that Kanye?
Yes, it was.
Oh, see.
It was
Based on the evidence gathered to date, we assess this attack to be a Hezbollah-inspired act of terrorism, purposely targeting the Jewish community and the largest Jewish temple in Michigan. The FBI defines terrorism as a violent criminal act by an individual who is inspired by or associated with a designated foreign terrorist organization. We do not make this characterization lightly without a thorough review and keen evaluation of the facts. In this case, the evidence shows the attacker was motivated and inspired by Hezbollah's militant ideology. Although the assailant's attack planning and mobilization to violence began in earnest on March 9th, which I will fully detail here shortly, a review of his online activity since January 2026 revealed a reoccurring search history of pro-Hezbollah news channels, Iranian news channels, and videos about shootouts and bullets. He regularly consumed breaking news, statements, and live coverage of the current Secretary
I told you you're
General
going to be on a
of
list.
Hezbollah, Naim Qassem,
Probably.
and viewed news coverage about an Iranian fatwa for total jihad against the U.S. military. We are very grateful that aside from the assailant, there were no additional fatalities. However, this evidence makes very clear the attacker intended to cause significant amounts of harm to the members and the children present at Tipple, Israel that day. At this stage of the investigation, we've continued to find no evidence of co-conspirators, nor do we have information that indicates a current and active threat to the community at this time. Based on the evidence
from the FBI out of Michigan, with the agency in just the last couple of hours saying that truck ram.
Can I just mention real? Oh wait, you know what? Let her
was
finish.
a Hezbollah-inspired act of terrorism. 10 minutes before the attack, officials say the attacker sent this final message in a video. Watch how it was described.
In Arabic, he records himself saying with this screenshot, "This is the largest gathering of Israelis in the state of Michigan, in the United States. I have booby-trapped the car. I will forcibly enter and start shooting them. God willing, I will kill as many of them as I possibly can."
Officials say the suspect rammed the truck into the synagogue back in March. Remember that, which set part of the building on fire. We showed it to you that day. The suspect died by suicide during a gunfight with security. One guard was hurt in the attack, but is expected to make a full recovery. The synagogue has now just in recent days posted a picture, several pictures actually online showing the aftermath of the attack, the charred hallways. Look at this, photographs that are melted off the wall. This is a children's center here with glass shattered on the floor and more. Officials say several members of the attacker's family had died in an Israeli airstrike in Lebanon just a week before the attack. Shaquille Brewster is following this one for us. Fill us in on what else officials had said.
They did mention it.
There had
There we
been
go.
from the jump questions around motive
Well, they
here.
kind of
I think
mentioned
very
it.
quickly dubbed as a suspected act of terror, and now there's these new details.
New details and really key messages that were sent between this suspect and sent from this suspect in the minutes before the attack. Literally, Hallie, as he was sitting in that parking lot in that pickup truck full of explosives for nearly 2 hours. Officials say, and the FBI saying that he sent about 19 different messages to his sister who lives in Lebanon, talking about ideas of being a martyr, talking about videos and sharing videos from Hezbollah leaders. There's even an image, a meme of the Israeli flag and Hezbollah lettering and coloring over that flag. The message from officials is that this is someone who wanted to kill as many people as possible, that he even searched ahead of the attack, looking for when people would be gathering for lunch in that synagogue. Listen to what we heard from the U.S. attorney during that press conference earlier today.
His death was just a means or a tool to kill as many Jews as he could. That's why his last statements were that he was on a special operation to kill as many of them as he possibly can.
So it was
The
special
U.S. attorney
military
going on to
operation.
say that had this suspect survived this attack, he would likely be charged and convicted with providing material support to a terrorist organization. We should also note that officials said there is no evidence. They have gathered no evidence that anyone else was involved or that there were any other targets in this attack, Hallie.
Do they
So
have any sense of the
one
advanced
thing
planning on the attack?
they mentioned was his family, or part of his family, was killed in a strike. They don't mention that it was his brother that was killed, who was Iranian, who was not Iranian, but a Hezbollah military leader.
Yeah, well, what's that thing we always say in the United States when someone gets shot by a cop? Fuck around and find out.
Well, that's just when somebody does something stupid and finds out in general.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, dude, if you're gonna be part of like an actual terrorist organization, you become a military combatant, in my opinion. Therefore, yeah, like it's like I wouldn't. Matter of fact, if you're part of a terrorist organization, you should know you don't get the treatment of like a warfighter. You get the treatment of just a common fucking murderer. Granted, whether you agree with that or not, I mean, people will have their opinions, but that is the way it is, and that should be something everyone accepts, even family members. But yeah, no, like that's the kind of shit. That is why there needs to be proper vetting of people coming into the country. That is why people who do come in and who are in the process of being naturalized need to be paid close attention to. And I'm not saying like, knocks on the doors, watch what they're doing every day, but like, no, like what was said in the video, if you bring someone from one of those countries and their internet search history is turning up that kind of stuff, you should probably not let them become naturalized. You should probably give them a notice to leave. I'm just saying it's common sense at that point.
Indeed.
I bet I've been on mute, but I agree.
I mean, it's hard. Like, dude, it's just like there's certain common sense issues like that should not be even a question, and I don't know how. I hate to say it, but I don't know how we got to the point of, questioning that kind of shit. Like why aren't we allowed to? Why are we even questioning shit that, is just standard, like, homeland defense, if you will?
Because a lot of the progressive and liberal agenda over the years has been more about welcoming immigrants into the country.
Oh yeah, but it's not 1920 something with people showing up at Ellis Island on boats looking for like a better life and actually coming here and inventing things and doing fucking shit like that. Like,
of course, but it's a sense of an over-realized sense of moral justice or something that they seem to, because look at the judges letting criminals go that apparently the one that let the guy that murdered Irina Zelnik was just a magistrate judge.
Wait, was that the black guy that murdered the Russian girl on the train or whatever?
The Ukrainian girl, yes.
Yeah, the Ukrainian girl on the bus or train or whatever.
The Ukrainian refugee.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, dude, this is just common sense bullshit. And where was this guy from again?
The guy was from America. He was just psychotic and everything, but I'm just saying it's part of the progressive liberal agenda over the years of being softer on people that are more wanting to do harm.
Yeah.
So they don't want to look into background checks. That's why they say the whole type of stuff of IDing and everything like that is racist. All this stuff.
All right. How about this?
You spoke about your family leaving segregation and injustice in South Africa. The Knesset overnight really passed a new law which would apply the death penalty to Palestinians who commit murder in the West Bank. That law wouldn't apply equally to Israelis who murder Palestinians in the West Bank. What do you say to human rights organizations that say policies like this that apply unequally are policies of apartheid? And what do you say to Australians who perhaps have had historical affinity for Israel, but who see policies like this, they see what's happened in Gaza, and they say they don't feel that these are two countries with shared values anymore?
Okay. I grew up in South Africa. I walked the streets and I saw benches which said on them for whites only. I saw buses which said for blacks only. That was a reality that I grew up in South Africa. And then I moved to Israel. And I found a society where you've got Arabs, Christians, and Jews who live side by side in peace and harmony. We have approximately 2 million Israeli Arabs in Israel who serve on the Supreme Court, who serve in the Knesset. The third largest party in the Knesset is the Arab Party. Name one country in the Middle East that Jews can run as a party and serve in the parliament where you find Jews in such a situation. So I'm coming to, you have a separate population, which is termed by international media and others, what we call Palestinians, or we call it the Arab population that has not accepted Israeli jurisdiction. They were offered, they could have accepted Israeli jurisdiction years ago. They decided not to. Due to the fact that we have this separate population, which is not part of the Israeli state because they will not wish not to be part of the Israeli state, we set up the Palestinian Authority. They are represented by the Palestinian Authority. They have Palestinian passports. They're a separate entity. There is no apartheid or separation within Israel amongst the citizens by religion or sex or race. All those who are members, who are citizens of Israel, have equal rights and equal opportunity. Many people serve in our Ministry of Foreign Affairs who are Arab, Druze, Christian.
Dude, we're like almost 3 minutes and he has not answered this question. Just wanted to let you know that.
Equal rights and equal opportunity in Israel.
They tend to do that. They tend to do that.
Which has chosen not to be part of Israel and are now under the jurisdiction of the Palestinian Authority is a separate entity. Therefore, the law of Israel does not apply equally on Israelis or Palestinians who are not part of the state of Israel.
Including the death penalty.
Now, let's move to the death penalty. The decision went through the Knesset to instate the death penalty in Israel. Now, let me just clarify. There always was a death penalty in Israel. It just wasn't implemented. There were only 2 cases in the history of Israel where they implemented the death penalty. One of them was Eichmann, the Nazi. It was always there, but it was not implemented due to the restraint that Israel acted on this issue. Israel is very careful, and Israel is a human rights state. Is very careful not. We know that mistakes can be made in capital punishment. When we reached a situation where you have terrorists on your border, terrorists crossing the border, attacking communities, and the usual punishment is no deterrent because they believe, first of all, they get released in exchanges of prisoners. They then attack again in order to exchange prisoners. So we understand that this is not a deterrence besides the ideological radical beliefs that they have, which are deranged. We needed extra deterrence. So the laws went through, which actually, again, I said, just like in the United States, in Japan, and in India, which have capital punishment. Israel has the right as a sovereign state to decide that it is implementing the capital punishment that it has. But safeguards were introduced in this legislation. The safeguards are the following. It preserves judicial discretion. In other words, the judicial branch of power can prohibit, block a decision of a capital punishment. Secondly, did not mandate automatic sentencing. I heard politicians here in Australia who were saying that Israel mandated capital punishment for Palestinians. It's not true. It does not mandate automatic sentencing. On top of that, it allows an appeal. Anyone can appeal. Once the decision has been made of capital punishment, they can appeal to the judicial branch of power. And as I said before, the judicial has the discretion to cancel.
Dude, 5 minutes. And all he did was answer like the first part of that question, kind of. All right. I mean, fair. But, so guys, automatic death penalty for Palestinians that kill people in Israel.
For it.
Like, that's the fault.
Well, that should go both ways, actually.
Guys, you can hear me, right? Someone just called me, and usually my mic shuts off.
Nah, I hear you.
All right, cool. Are you literally waving that flag around with the yarmulke on your head outside a Jewish funeral home, picking up a dead body?
Yep. Yeah.
You know, I support
Look, my
you, Chris.
proposal for them is they should just bring back classic dueling.
Yo, he's on to something. But they have to slap the other person with a white glove.
To the death.
Yeah, like no, not slap. No, that's how you challenge it.
Doesn't always have to be to the death, but I mean, sometimes it does end in death. You know, you each stand back to back. You have your pistol at the ready. Take 10 paces, turn, and shoot.
And does it have to be flintlock though?
Yes.
There we
That's
go.
the only real way to do it.
My man.
Inaccurate. Yeah, you can't do dual modern weapons. They're way too accurate.
Yeah, I mean, you could use a blunderbuss.
1 sec, sorry guys. Moving this along.
I mean, if it's not a flintlock, it just has to at least be just a single fire weapon. But nothing of too
I forgot revolvers were a thing too. It could be a revolver too.
Yes.
But I
Cuba's
prefer
gonna
Flint
be-
Rock. I prefer
Cuba's a
watching a
mess.
Flint Rock movie.
It's a failing country, and they're going to be next. Within a short period of time, it's going to fail. And we will be there to help it out. We'll be there to help our great Cuban Americans out who were thrown out of Cuba. In many cases, their family members were mutilated and killed by Castro. No, Cuba's going to be next, yeah.
There's a report that the U.S. is going to let a Russian oil tanker go to Cuba. Is that true?
Well, we have a tanker out there. We don't mind having somebody get a boatload because they have to survive. It wouldn't bother
That
me.
report is true as far as you know.
Well, I would say, I told them if a country wants to send some oil into Cuba right now, I have no problem with it. Whether it's Russia or not, what? Doesn't help him. Why? He loses one boatload of oil. That's all it is. It's fine. If he wants to do that, and if other countries want to do it, it doesn't bother me much. It's not going to have an impact. Cuba's finished. They have a bad regime. They have very bad and corrupt leadership. And whether or not they get a boat of oil, it's not going to matter. I'd prefer letting it in, whether it's Russia or anybody else, because the people need heat and cooling and all of the other things that you need.
Yeah.
We want to go out right now. President Trump to Cuba. This is very good news for an island. Not even oil shipments now for 3 months. The impacts you see each day on the street, there are just less cars. Hospitals don't have power. Schools don't have power. Blackouts now go on for most of the day, if not for several days straight. So the Trump administration oil embargo, trying to force the Cuban government to open economically and politically, has had a major impact on people here. It's somewhat surprising that Russia has gotten a tanker full of oil to this island. President Trump has sort of brushed it off, saying it's only one tanker. It's not going to make a big difference. He still plans on targeting Cuba, targeting the government here. More oil is needed. They need more solar energy. They need to produce more oil here. Probably things that can't happen in the short term as this island and government run on fumes. But clearly, Russia trying to throw them a lifeline here, trying to provide some assistance. We'll see, though, Cuban government can survive on what continue to be the most punishing pressure campaign we've seen by the U.S. on this island in decades. A tanker with Russian oil has...
All right. So, Pops.
Yeah.
Fuck we doing letting them have oil, man?
Huh?
Fuck we doing letting them have oil, dude?
I don't know. You heard them. It's only a fucking boatload.
It's not supposed to be no load, bro. There's supposed to be nothing over there.
But it's not our oil either. It's Russian oil.
Last some people like 2 days, and that's it.
2 days longer than they need.
Hey,
I think we're just trying not to start beef with Russia. I think it's because it's a Russian boat.
What do you mean?
I
We've
think
already had beef with
hey, look,
Russia.
I think it also could be the fact because, well, yeah, we may have our beef with Cuba, but our beef's not with the Cuban people. And if you're going to overthrow a regime, you probably want to not have it look like you're starving them out of power and electricity and gas and all that. So,
yeah,
it's true, but you got to also ask yourself how much of that is really going to be seen by the regular people.
well, they'll be able to have lights for a couple of days.
Yep.
So, it is felt by the regular people.
It's funny. Some of those hospitals and stuff could have actual, more power going on, but they use those generators for other things. Those Dawn hotels and concerts.
Yeah. Someone's little trip there. I can only stay in 5-star hotels because America said so.
wait, did everybody else see the video of Lindsey Graham's weird Disney World trip?
What?
Oh, yeah.
Who cares? It's weird.
Oh yeah, like he's sitting there watching the kids holding a princess scepter in his hand.
Dude,
He's
Lindsey
like,
Graham's fucked up.
bro, like he's a quality dude. We all know he's gay. Like that. What it comes down to is he just needs to be accepted. I think.
I don't know if he's gay or not, but he's fucking a weird motherfucker.
Hey, wait! You don't know if he's gay or not? Have you heard him? Listen, have you heard him talk?
Dude, I don't like Lindsey Graham.
I'm just saying. Just have you heard him just speak?
I try not to hear him talk.
Yeah, like that's. I think that's most people. But like, once you hear him speak, you hear it. Like, you hear. Ever since Mitch McConnell passed away, or not passed away, but whatever Mitch McConnell did, he really hasn't been. Son of a bitch. I gotta hang up the phone.
Across the country, from Atlanta to DC and New York, seeing shrinking security lines. Houston's George Bush.
Hold on just a second.
Airport, the epicenter of misery during the
Hold
partial
on just a
government
second.
shutdown, going
This is
from
just
4 hour
slightly
waits last
misleading
week to mere
because
minutes
the lines eased up before they got paid, and that was when they sent in ICE. However, I'm sure it does help getting more of the agents back from when they actually get paid and everything, but the lines initially eased up when they sent in ICE.
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Now, a welcome surprise for weary travelers.
What were you expecting when you got here?
Oh my God, I came here like 8 hours before, and I came here, I didn't see anybody else.
Yeah, no, we're pleasantly surprised. As TSA officers return to the job, with many now seeing much needed relief in their bank accounts. After President Trump signs an executive order directing the Department of Homeland Security to pay TSA workers. The DHS secretary telling NBC in a statement, most TSA employees received a retroactive paycheck that included at least 2 full paychecks.
Jeez.
Adding a small population may experience a delay due to financial institution processing times or issues with their direct deposit.
With the prices of food, gas, everything going weeks without pay, no, it's definitely well deserved. So I'm glad to see that it's happening for them.
Thousands called out sick, and more than 500 officers walked off the job since the partial shutdown began in mid-February.
Obviously, that's a blow to the agency. I mean, you lose a lot of experience when you have that number of people leave. It's going to be hard to recruit good people.
The emergency checks, a fix for now, as the government shutdown in its 7th week drags on.
All we want is to be treated fairly and not to be part of a political process that's going to turn us into pawns and be used this way. Hopefully Congress can fix this problem on a permanent basis.
And of course, TSA officers are due for another paycheck in 2 weeks. That union leader I spoke to says he believes that they will be paid through this emergency funding if the shutdown drags on, but that if they are not paid, we could be right back in this situation with those very long lines yet again.
So 1 week and ICE already made an airport experience better. Not bad. Not gonna lie. And they didn't really do much. Arrested a few people, pissed a few people off, walked around an airport. I thought that was actually going to have more issues than it ended up having.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it may have had a lot to do with just Kristi Noem.
What about her?
No, I mean, like, if you notice, ICE hasn't had any problems since she stepped down.
Oh, well.
I don't think it has anything to do with that, honestly. But what I'm saying is, like, I think since all those incidents, they may have actually gotten, like, a hold on those people and maybe brought them to a bit of sanity. Because I don't think I don't know, bro. I don't like having the idea of ICE being bad guys because guess what? Well, that's our border protection.
Well, border patrol is.
Well, you know what I mean. That's
separate,
that's what.
But yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm saying
They're
they're They're basically like border patrol for the airport.
All right.
Damn, bro! I spilled all the food I made. I made a hamburger with some bacon, and it fucking fell. And my dog got it. I'm so angry.
Your dog isn't.
My dog ate it, bro.
Your
Your dog's happy now.
Your dog's happy as fuck.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is, motherfucker.
Damn, they had Bruce Springsteen at the fucking No Kings rally. What the fuck?
Oh, I'm sure they had plenty
Millions
of
attended
like
rallies across the nation voicing their opposition to the Trump administration's
What
policies.
the hell?
Organizers
They're
say it was the
cheating.
largest single day of nonviolent protests in modern American history.
Oh.
Here's ABC's Melissa Adon.
Across the country, from New York, Dallas to San Francisco, millions of people out for the No Kings protests. No ICE in our streets! Demonstrators calling out President Donald Trump and his administration's policies. In Minnesota, Bruce Springsteen performing Streets of Minneapolis.
On the streets of Minneapolis.
The state governor calling out the Trump administration for going too far with their immigration crackdown.
When democracy itself seems to be at risk, it was Minnesota who said, not on our watch.
Organizers say 3,000 separate rallies on Saturday marked the largest single-day demonstration in the nation. And it's not just big cities. Smaller municipalities, including Buffalo, New York, saw demonstrators taking to the streets.
It's time to speak up. I don't want to be a bystander to this.
Out west, crowds marched down the streets of San Diego. And in Los Angeles, there was isolated violence. Federal law enforcement deploying what appeared to be tear gas.
LA.
Outside a federal detention center, police ordering dispersals. The LAPD arresting 75 people. Lindsay, President Trump has not commented on these latest rounds of protests. Now, last fall, Trump did say he is not a king. Lindsay.
Melissa.
Damn. Riveting. Well,
they still can't define why they claim President Trump is a king.
Most successful protest ever still don't have a king.
Well, because the reason why is because, well, I think the reason's obvious why, but at the end of the day, it's greatly exaggerated. I don't think dude, I wouldn't be running around saying no kings, and I hate Donald Trump. I just think he's a wannabe dictator, not a king. But what I did find was funny was England having a no kings protest.
Right now, that is
to support America.
Australia did too.
Yeah, but the irony isn't it doesn't slap like it does for England, because Australia technically doesn't have a king.
Oh, I see. You're bringing up the irony of it. Yeah, that's a very good point. That is a very good point.
I mean, Australia had a king. Australia had a king at one point, but then they left England.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like England of all people, bro. If you have to have a balloon license, shut the fuck up. If you have to have a TV license, shut the fuck up.
Apparently, you don't have to have a meme license anymore. But
wait, did they have a meme license in England?
Well, no, that was just a joke because they were sending police out to people for social media posts and everything. And now they aren't doing that.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, they actually do have TV licenses, though.
Oh, I know. They do actually have TV.
Yeah, like that's fucking wild. But like, what is that though? You're just paying a cable bill? I don't.
No,
Wait,
it's an extra.
I just
fee on
realized
top of
this.
your cable
So
bill.
now they're trying to say Bondi, Vance, and Patel are kings.
Cool.
I'm confused. What are they? Who are they claiming is the king, and how?
No, this is obviously Game of Thrones has become the Battle of the Four Kings.
But it's also hilarious because did you know, Brendan? I'm sure you did. They paid for the permits to protest.
Yeah, like I did notice they got how many organizations with over 500 how many billions of dollars?
I
Was it
don't
$1 billion?
know. It was a
No,
few.
like I'm saying, just recently, like they had, like this recent one was put together by I think like 4 or 5 groups. I don't know how many groups, but all together pulled together over $1 billion for the No King protests.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Where'd that $1 billion go?
That's a good question.
Yeah, like, and I want to know this. Like, I mean, granted, I'm all for, you know, protests and whatnot. I'm all for bashing whatever leader you want, but I want to know where the money's coming from, and I want to know if it's a foreign government. Like, that's my main thing. Is like, you know, the more I look at things right now, and I hate to say it, you know, I feel like a lot of the issues are not, they're not grassroots. They're not being pushed by Americans, and I don't mean Israel either.
My bad.
Yeah, like I said before, I do 100% believe, you know, I know I've spoken out against it before, saying, God damn it, I'm not that black. But I spoken out against before. I do believe that there are Iranian interests involved in a lot of these protests right now. Like it wouldn't make sense for there not to be. I do believe there's also other hands in the pot, whether it's China, because look, like what correct me if I'm wrong, Slender, you especially, because you can find this out. Didn't we just uncover? And I believe this had to do with No King's protest. That there's a lot of Chinese money being put into it. Like if you wanted to fact check that for me, I'd be grateful, because I don't want to like my thing to freeze up again.
I actually haven't heard anything on that. Let me look into it real quick.
Yeah, please do, because it was just posted today, and like they even gave a name of the person, and I think he's a professor at one of the colleges, but they've already determined money has been funneled into him. Maybe he's a professor at one of the colleges, or he's or he owns a tech company or something. I don't know, but I just saw it today. It was a Chinese guy. You find it?
So there's apparently it's a $3 billion network of 500 activist groups behind the event, including radical socialist groups like Code Pink and the People's Forum. The biggest funder is Neville Roy Singham. He is apparently an American billionaire Marxist that lives in Shanghai, and he pours millions into these groups.
Yeah, this has become a thing now. Like it's now openly become a thing. I'm sure it's been a thing for a while, but like, you know, call it like I'm gonna call it like it is. It's like I may have my opinions on things. I may have certain ideas about things, but I don't like it when foreign interests become a part of American politics, or even when it comes to, you know, civil unrest. It raises a big red flag for me.
This guy is interesting looking into.
Yeah. No, I want to know.
Echoes Mao. There's apparent thoughts of ties to CCP, but nothing proven. He has been promoting pro-CCP narratives. Interesting.
Yeah, but like, see, those are the ones I would worry about the most, bro. The subtle knife slips between the ribs the cleanest. And what it comes down to is, I think now more than ever, and I have to apologize because I know I've talked shit to Chris about things like this. I'm sure I've said something to you, Slendy. Like, I'm sure you brought up something similar to this before where I reviewed it. But no, like now that I have proof, or we're seeing proof, I'm a lot more cautious about these, opinions when it comes to these protests and things like that. I think we're starting to see that it's not George Soros or whatever. It's other bad actors that are really taking center stage.
Mm-hmm. What the heck is that?
All right, what's next on our list here?
Are asking a judge to delay an upcoming hearing set for May.
Well, we're on the last topic now.
Says they need 6 months to review the massive amount of digital evidence in the case. And they also made a new claim in the filing, saying the ATF was unable to match the bullet fragment recovered from the autopsy to the rifle that Robinson allegedly used in that attack. The attorneys for the man accused in the assassination
Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin. Now remember, Tyler Robinson is accused of killing the right-wing activist at a campus event last September. But now his lawyers claim the fatal bullet may not match the gun allegedly used in the crime. Carter Evans has that story.
It's been nearly 7 months since conservative political activist Charlie Kirk was shot and killed during a Utah Valley University campus event on September 10th last year. Now, attorneys for Tyler Robinson, the man charged in Kirk's killing, are asking to delay his preliminary hearing to review a mountain of material they say could help his defense. In a new court filing, the defense claims in an ATF report summary that the agency, quote, was unable to identify the bullet recovered at autopsy to the rifle allegedly tied to Mr. Robinson.
Doesn't mean that those bullets aren't the same or that they aren't connected. It just means there isn't enough evidence there to come to a conclusion.
CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson says this is not unusual.
It is sometimes difficult to match bullets that were recovered at autopsy with bullets that are associated with a defendant's gun. And that could be based on lack of evidence and lack of markings on those bullets.
Robinson has been charged with aggravated murder in Kirk's death. He has not yet entered a plea. Prosecutors intend to seek the death penalty.
Robinson hid the gun and told his roommate to delete incriminating text messages.
Prosecutors allege Robinson admitted to killing Kirk in those text exchanges.
Roommate, you weren't the one who did it, right? Robinson, I am. I'm sorry.
Prosecutors also say they have DNA evidence that connects Robinson to the killing. Levinson says the inability to conclusively match the bullet won't necessarily damage the prosecution's case.
The prosecution has other evidence to rely on. This does not completely undermine their case.
For CBS Mornings, I'm Carter Evans.
So let's talk about bullets. Because I remember you guys had a whole thing about bullets earlier.
I'm just saying a 30-06. 30-06 is it's gonna punch through someone's neck like butter. Now, granted,
what happens when it hits a bone?
I don't see if it can punch to a steel plate.
A 30-06?
Yeah, like in the distance in my backyard, if I shot a 30-06 at a half-inch steel plate or quarter-inch steel plate, easily it's going to penetrate it.
You know what 30-06 is a hunting hunting round, right?
No, exactly. But a 30-06 is also used in certain military sniper rifles as well. But like I said, this could definitely go through a quarter-inch plate, metal plate at what was the distance? I need to know the distance.
The distance from the shot.
Because I can put you from the shooter's
like
van to
250 yards.
50 yards. That's it.
250 yards.
250. You know, I'm not going to say anything for sure, but I know at about 100 yards, I could easily put that through a quarter-inch steel plate. I've done I have one in my backyard. I've literally almost punched through that with a literal shotgun rifled slug.
Huh.
But a 30-06 at 250 yards, I can't say for sure, but I can say this much. You
can go through a quarter-inch of mild steel at 100 yards,
That's why I'm saying I'm asking for honest answers here. Like I don't know anything else off the top of my head when it comes to 250 yards and 30-06. I can tell you that 100 yards, you could do some serious damage to steel, and I'm saying you could easily punch through it. I feel like if it's not like let's say it's not like level 4, level 3, or 3+. 3+ would be able to stop it pretty easily, I think.
Okay. What if it was? What about a hollow type?
If it was a soft point, absolutely not. It's not like you would. He probably wouldn't have a neck.
Excuse me, I got that wrong. It was 142 yards.
142 yards. Now we're talking. Against bone, you'd have no problem. And if he was shot in the neck, bro, it's not like it's a 22. It's not going to hit a bone and ricochet around. If it's a soft point, though, a soft point or hollow point, like Slendy said, bro, he wouldn't have a neck. He wouldn't have a neck or head. Like even if you see what a soft point 300 blackout can do, it's fucking scary.
So are we buying that the bullet might not be there?
No, it might not be, but there's too many variables involved that are not being said right now. You feel me? But like, no, Slender brings up a good point. Like, I mean, he brings up a good point.
No, so the hollow points wouldn't cause like an explosion type of thing, like his neck to,
Hollow points go in small and come out huge.
Yeah, they pedal. It's not like an explosion, but I'm saying like it comes out with some sharp, jagged.
They
pedals.
deform to cause more damage, which is exactly how it ended up.
But here's the thing: you also bring up another good point by saying this. Well, if we can't find because if I'm correct, like we have not found a whole bullet, right?
Well, that's the point. They break apart.
I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Like you're saying, you're saying that it's a fragment, and what I'm gathering from that news thing, it's a fragment. So therefore, it's a soft point or hollow point. And if that is the case, if it was a 30-06, dude, if it's a 30-06, bro, that exit wound would be so massive. Like, I'm just saying, it would be a lot messier than we saw. If it was, I don't know. Like, I'm just saying, something tells me that the idea of a 30-06 hollow point is not the round we're actually looking for. I think we're looking for more like, a 6.5 or maybe even a 2.2 or 5.56. Like, I don't know. I just don't see it being a clean kill like that with a 30-06 at 100 yards. It'd be a messy fucking kill, dude.
So go out, take a hunting rifle, go about 150 yards, and shoot a deer with a 30-06 hollow tip.
Look, I can get on this at some point soon. I can move the target out a few like 50 more yards, and I'll see if I can grab a 30-06 from somebody.
And make sure it's hollow.
Yeah, no, like I will, because I want to know this, like,
because that's how the hollow rounds are supposed to work. Is they're supposed to mushroom up and cause internal damage. So not supposed.
They pedal.
Right.
You're right. Like when we say mushroom, though, right? I'm hearing soft tip. So like soft tip, like when that thing hits, it doesn't pedal out as much. It basically makes that molten ball of fucking, like that wide ass fucking wound cavity. You know what I mean? But yeah, like it's something I'd like to look into. This is actually a good idea. Because like I said, if I can punch, if a rifled slug shotgun shell can punch through 1/4 inches of steel at about 100 yards almost, like I'm saying, like, dude, I have a dent that you could literally stick like your whole finger in if the back went completely out at like 100 yards with a rifled shotgun slug. So I'm assuming a 30-06 at about 100 yards would easily punch through that.
All right. Anybody
But
else?
it's very interesting though. Like this is something I'd like to actually know a lot about to determine this, because it does start to seem like, you know, other people were involved in this. I don't know who, cough, cough. But yeah.
All right. Now we sound like Kansas.
No, like, bro, think about it like this. It's a pattern, dude. It's a pattern. Like, whenever you look at one of these public assassination kind of things, like, once again, you know, you have the problem at the center, right? You have the problem at the center, and you have all these other things that it could be. But when you look at all those things, you start to realize the obvious answer doesn't make sense. And like, whenever I notice that triggers something in my brain.
How does the obvious answer don't make sense when you have a kid that went there with a rifle too?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But also, but let me ask you, what happened when Lee Harvey Oswald went with a rifle and he supposedly shot John F. Kennedy?
He probably did.
But no, he probably was sent there. He was probably sent there to go do it.
Okay.
But guess what? There's a reason why he was killed right afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a very common thing.
That shot JFK?
Yeah, dude.
He was killed by a guy named Ruby, like fucking.
Yeah. He was. So what I'm saying is this, and there were multiple people.
I have to get going. This has been a thrilling conversation on this. We can get into it more later on.
No, that was the last topic, so that we're
right
here.
All right. I think we got the meat of this thing here. I'm sure more forensic evidence will prove things, but Brandon,
yeah, I'm sure it will.
I really do. I suggest you go out and go out with a 3006 with Hollow and actually do some testing.
If
If you have the availability, get a ballistic gel.
Yeah, that's exactly what I feel like. We would need, like one of those torso ballistic gel things.
Because if you know what it does in soft tissue, that it mushrooms up, you know what it would happen when it would hit bone too, right? After mushrooming.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like at 100. Now you're bringing up a good point, but I feel like at 100 yards, that velocity, bone doesn't matter with that kind of round. Like I'm just saying, at that distance, I don't think bone would stand up to it very well.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave it here. So have a good night. We'll be back on Thursday. Hopefully.
No, monkey. You're going nowhere right now.
Are we doing? Me
and Rick are having a genuine talk right now. We're having a genuine talk.
If there's enough.
So, as somebody who's lived through it, I don't know how old your dad is, but I don't know. It seems like he saw the Kennedy assassination on TV as a kid.
No, actually, I was born about 7 or 8 months late. I was born in January of '63. Actually, I was only a few months old when that happened.
No, but so Slender, if you I don't know if you're going to get going or not, but I'm just going to say,
I do have to get going.
Yeah. I don't want to. You don't have to sit around and listen to me. Yo, what is my dog doing?
Oh yeah, if you guys are just still sitting around hanging out, then
yeah, I just wanted to talk to him about it because Rick, when I looked into this, there was 3 people. 3 people.
Take care.
You have a good night.